Good morning, everybody, and thank you for being here in beautiful Vidalia, Louisiana. And I want to thank all the folks who've done really a Herculean task of making sure that property and lives have been protected from this flood event, and continue to learn a lot of lessons. There are always lessons to be learned. The response can always be improved. And as governor, I've directed all of the folks at the state level to make sure that we are capturing all those lessons to be learned and communicating with all the local and federal officials to make sure that teamwork even improves and gets better than it is today. And I have to tell you, I'm thoroughly impressed with the way that the Corps of Engineers is working with us, the way the National Guard has responded, and certainly the way the local folks on the ground here in the mayor's office, in the town of Vidalia, the sheriff's office, the police jury, everybody's responded to this event. And as governor, this is going to only get better, because the fact of the matter is we're going to have to do this again. We don't know when, but we know we're going to have to do it again, and we're going to be better prepared, especially with all the investment that's taking place here on the riverfront. This is a beautiful facility, a lot of jobs connected here, a lot of money's already been spent here, and so we're going to do everything we can to protect it and other critical infrastructure such as the water wells here in town. Many of you may not know it, but there actually been 3 miles worth of HESCO baskets in place around critical infrastructure and making sure we're shoring up the barriers that are in place all the time. So again, I just want to thank you for being here. I want to thank the legislators who came up with me this morning, Senator Thompson, Senator Reiser, and Representative Anders. I know all 3 of them have for a number of years. They do an excellent job of representing this area, and I want to thank them for their hard work and making sure that the local needs are taken care of and that there's good communication from the state level with the local government. And with that, I'm going to call on the mayor here, Mayor Copeland, if you'll come up and speak to us.
Thank you, Governor. As I said previously, this is a tremendous honor for the governor to come to Vidalia, Louisiana just 2 days after he was inaugurated. So that tells you how he's concerned with our area, the Mississippi region, and Vidalia and Concordia Parish. I told him earlier how important this complex is to us, and he mentioned it a few moments ago. $100 million facilities, 300-something employees, and I can tell you the Corps and all those agencies that work together to work with us in 2011 and 2016, it went like clockwork like it has in the past and is today. But again, I want to say how important this river is to us. Over 40% of all goods shipped in this country are shipped up and down the Mississippi River. There's millions of jobs, but not only that, there's a lot of water systems that depend on the Mississippi River for their water resources. So that's how important economic, tourism, and of course water supplies. But again, thank the governor, thank our state delegation for being here. It's a tremendous honor for them to be here to support Vidalia. So again, thank each and every one for coming today.
The fact of the matter, there's a lot of relief, not just with the Corps, but with all the folks at the state level. The worst possible case scenario has been avoided, both because the river levels are not going to get quite as high as was thought earlier, but also because the protective structures, the levees, are actually performing much better than they did in 2011. So it's a combination of man-made progress and what we've seen with the water levels. Things are better than we feared they might be just a few days ago. And so there are always concerns. There's sand boils, there's some seepage areas, and some other things that we're taking a look at. And I will tell you that the National Guard is doing a wonderful job in that regard, patrolling the levees and finding these things and making sure that they're not going to be problems. But the relief wells that have been put in place since 2011 have really made a big difference. We may see the need to put some more in as a result of this event, but I will tell you, while there are always concerns, the fact of the matter is what we're learning is that the work done since 2011 is really paying off, and that's why we have to continue to learn, we have to continue to develop, and if there's some additional measures that we probably need to take as a result of what we're learning on this flood event, and we're going to do that. There may be additional places where relief wells are needed. We're finding some sand balls where we didn't see them in 2011, although for the most part, they're occurring in the same places. And so we're just continuing to learn. And one of the things they're going to do is they're going to take a map where they've located all of the sand balls, the seepages, and so forth in 2016, 15, 16, overlay that with the 2011 map, and see where we need to do some additional work.